Gamers will always and forever be looking for an identical experience to the ones they've already had. I'm easily guilty of this, perhaps more than anyone. I usually stick to platformers and Metroidvanias when looking for my next experience because why would I ever want to play anything else? Even I picked up Dark Souls after I heard it was similar to Hollow Knight. Of course, there's no shame in doing this, because people don't have infinite jiggies to spend on video games. It's no secret as to why people will always go for the safer pick. This has got to be why these cheaply made and cheaply priced games on the Switch's bottom bargain bin barrel are so appealing. You know it's going to be bad, but the real surprise is finding out just how bad it's going to be. It's a gambling addiction to say just one more Bouncy Bob or Woodledee Tree 4000 or whatever the heck it's called. But this game I purchased the other day for just one Power Moon. The one which I am so dramatically overhyping as an instant classic. The game in question is Toree 3D, a game that probably half of you never heard of, and the other half are thinking, platformer game guy, this is old news. Toree 3D already came out a few weeks ago, and yeah, you're right, but I already made the thumbnail in Google Slides, so we're talking about it anyway. Now at first glance, you'd say this short and speedy 3D platformer has no right to be as good as it is, but Toree and the Blind Forest does have some game design chops. So imagine a time you're playing Sonic Mania and collecting one of the Chaos Emeralds. You were probably thinking, damn, I wish this whole game was just these bonus stages. That's Toree 3D. There are 8 short levels with the 9th final stage unlocking after you beat the rest, and I beat this game in about 30 minutes, my first time through, and it took me a little over an hour to 100%. And I mean, yeah, it's a short experience, but who cares when you're only paying 1 emerald to play? You're only still around to find out why this game is worth your time, so let's talk about the gameplay. You play as Big Bird and go on a quest to get your ice cream back after it was stolen by Death, with a hockey stick. It's easy to write Toree 3D's visuals off as a low-budget 3D eyesore, but I do appreciate the style calling back to games like Sonic Adventure or Paper Mario. Gameplay consists of fast and floaty platforming, with the goal of getting to the end of each level, but you do have a bit of leeway with a double jump. Not the best movement system in the world, but the levels are designed like linear snaking paths, letting you really play with the speed and physics. In Toree 3D, there are no grass and sand levels to warm you up to the weird crap later down the line like in most games. You'll go to sunset skylines with evil stars that try to kill you, and aircraft carriers with long runways to speed down. You'll visit Toad's Turnpike in Night City, not that one, or even Snowy Mountains, where everything is placed with the express purpose of trying to give you a heart attack. This is when you realize that Toree 3D is actually a psychological horror game. Toree 3D messes with you at every turn, with what are not even crazy changes, but just moderately creepy moments that'll make you do this. Though the levels do increase in difficulty and combine mechanics as you go, you're given the option to play whatever level you want, because you paid your full banana coin, and I should be able to play each level in order of decreasing difficulty like a psychopath. Likewise, this freedom is also seen in the unlockable characters you get for beating timer challenges and getting all the collectibles. Ramen Bowl Man lets you run really fast, arguably making the game harder, and Batman gives you infinite jumps because nobody even cares anymore. I suppose I should mention the levels themselves are fun to play. Almost all explored mechanics are used in creative ways, except these crappy crane bits that bring the pacing to a halt. So after all the weirdest surprises and the consistent quality platforming, the final level combines literally every mechanic you've seen so far into a vaguely coherent stage. Yet it's still fun. I couldn't wait to see what Toree 3D had in store for the finale, and when I finally made it to the end of the level, that's it? After my whole 20-minute journey through this game, it just ends like any other level? And this is when I realized I hadn't discovered a hidden gem. I had been tricked. What disguised itself as a parody of shovelware eShop games with the joke of actually being a good video game was now ending on the ultimate message. I paid $1 for Toree 3D, and I have no right to be satisfied with a $1 game on the eShop. Come on now. So I was incredibly satisfied with Toree 3D, and you should play it.